Hello people, this is Eric Cobra.
And Rana Naraja.
And this is Let's Play Guild Wars Blind. We took a short break from it after last time where Purple Sunfire was so kind as to help us out. Now let's talk to the Emperor's voice. Next we'll go find his ear and his eyes. Heck, we already met his hand. Emperor Kisu wishes to speak with you. When he received word that Shiro was within the city walls, he ordered the Imperial Army to surround the area. He's in the temple now seeking counsel from the spirits ensconced there, and he awaits your arrival. Sure. Hey, we get to see the Emperor now.
Good. Well, I swear, if he is some kind of... Oh well. If he has some kind of, you know, yellow glowy eyes, a dark robe and all that, I'm going to be quite nervous.
We're back in Tanakai Temple. Wonderful.
Taking me some time to load though.
Oh, okay. There you are. Well, it seems like the Temple Guardians have become peaceful once again.
Maybe they know not to screw around with the Emperor.
Maybe it's because when those afflicted were here, it was just like, kill everything. Like, maybe they were nervous we would turn into afflicted too. Possibly. Oh, yeah, they have 6 legs. I didn't notice that.
Neither did I. But by the way, what would you say it is a mix of? It looks like a mix between of an ox and a tiger.
Yeah. It evokes many of those classical lionish, guardian dogish, Japanese, I also think Chinese statues. Oh, there he is!
Emperor Kisu.
He's got some very poofy clothes on him. The Kenthan Empire has seen dark times before, but I fear that Shiro brings a darkness no light can penetrate. Shiro's purpose here was to bind these heroic spirits into magical constructs and bend them to his will. If he had been successful, he would undoubtedly have become much more powerful. Once again, young hero, the Empire finds itself in your debt. I have spoken with Visu and learned much from her. I believe I can help you gain access to the artifacts of which she spoke. Count Petro Suheltsa of the Kursiks has sent his people here to begin arbitrating annual terms of war between his people and the Luxons. I will attend to that, and while I do, you will take the opportunity to speak with his daughter, who is traveling with them. If she were made to understand the importance of our mission, I believe she would persuade her father to help us. Find my attendant, the one known as the Emperor's Voice, and he will give you further instructions. Okay.
Huh.
Something on your mind?
Just looking over his robes, and the fact that I expected the Emperor to carry some sort of more regal stuff, and I'm not getting over that little feather on his hat. Nah, never mind. Just wading through my own mental, well, subconsciousness.
In other words, you were thinking.
Yeah. Do not be concerned, it will not happen again.
I wasn't afraid of that.
Dick!
You walked into that one. You walked right into that one.
Yeah, I know. Woe is me, haha. You know, Cobra, I think I might actually be sort of a masochist after all. A mental masochist.
Well, I've been asking if you weren't that for quite some time. Anyway, let's talk to his voice again. The Emperor is a very wise man. You should take his advice and seek out Danica. It sounds like she might become a very valuable ally in the future. We have learned of a growing movement among the Kursik youth that might prove helpful to our cause. It seems they have been stirred by recent events, having grown tired of watching the world pass them by from the comfort and protection of their grand towers. The Emperor wishes you to speak with Danica Suheltsa, Count Suheltsa's daughter. She may be more prone to helping us gain the urn of St. Victor than her elders. Seek her out near the Sunjiang district. Bender will accompany you into Kursik territory. It is Master Togo's hope that he will be able to call in some favors, since he gave the Suheltsa some assistance many years ago while he was a student at the monastery. Huh.
Danica is an awesome name.
Yep.
And by the way, yeah, fine. As I was going to ask myself before, why am I such a mental, you know what?
Well, because you're you.
I need to stop it.
Stop being you? That's
No.
easy. Be someone else.
I cannot pretend to be someone else. The only
You may finish your sentence.
as if I needed you.
No,
Yep.
just to say, it's just to say, as to say, the camera's rolling again.
Oh, I see. But as I was saying, I cannot really pretend to be something I'm not, which, yeah, made me feel quite awkward the time I tried live role-playing game.
Okay, we got some Ampha right ahead.
Healers first? I mean, I remember that.
They got a healer?
Yeah, he walked around the corner.
Oh, I didn't notice that guy.
Behind him.
Yeah, I see him now. I am pounding him. There we go.
By the way, Cobra, I was subject to something quite embarrassing today.
Oh, really?
Yeah, over by my apartment. I had some trouble closing my window because apparently some kind of thingy-majig or mechanism in it had stuck. So I called one of the adults, or rather more adult than me, that else, shall we say, or rather lives there.
Ow, pull back. I don't think that's going to open, and I think that's pretty bad.
Yeah.
They're not followers.
They should probably not fight something they cannot hurt.
Ah, we can go this way up. I couldn't see that from the map. Sorry, I done goofed.
Yeah. But as I said, I called her in and, well, I had tried and I did not want to put my entire force into, you know, opening and closing this thing because I was afraid to destroy it, actually. But it turns out she just walks over, looks it through very carefully, and then she just, almost surgically, just presses her hand against it, and then, click, the entire thing just closes. And I cannot help but utter the sentence like a boss. Because seriously, I've been trying to close that damn thing for 5 straight minutes, and she does it in less than 15 seconds.
Yeah, well, my father did something similar with my front door when I couldn't figure out why I couldn't lock it, so you ain't the only one who's been through that. It's because those kind of people often know how that stuff works. Like, you just give it a push. But unless you know that, that's not exactly the kind of things that kind of intuitive. Oh, I can't close my window/door. I must have to push it first. Or in my case, I had to pull the handle up before I locked it, which is very, very strange.
Yeah. Still, I did not want to push with my whole force because I actually was, you know, concerned that it might just happen to destroy some part of the mechanism rather than, you know, have someone help me repair it.
Yeah. And hopefully for you folks out there, something new will happen soon, because we're kind of just, you know, we're going through the motions with these guys. And there we go.
Cobra?
Yeah?
Can I bring up something quite random? Since, you know, we are not really doing anything else but slaughtering Ampha right now.
You're saying that as if you don't do that quite often.
No, it was just something that came to my mind.
Let us hear it.
Well, I have been looking over a few comments on your other videos and videos belonging to this and all that. But I have found a comment that said something about Tomb Raider Lara Croft, something light and darkness and all that.
Yeah, that was a suggestion for future co-op campaigns. We got a lot of those.
Oh, I see. Okay, that solves the mystery.
Ah, okay. There. I'm so sorry you had to see that. Shh, it'll be okay now. I promise. Hush now. They were sick. They tried to eat me. Yes, I know. They were very, very sick, and they weren't themselves. They would never try to hurt you otherwise. Mommy? Shh, don't worry. I'll send someone to look after you. My father will send food and medicine. Everything will be alright. You'll see. There.
Might I be completely honest here?
Yeah.
She is paler than a vampire.
Yeah, but apparently she just saved a girl from being eaten by her own parents.
Yeah, I do not deny her nobility.
Also, we have her 2 pets here.
Wow. Let me take a look at those guys. You can speak to her if you want.
Yeah, but I'm just taking a look at them too. They appear to be blind.
Yeah. The only thing is, yeah, they may be blind, but I'm not going to watch them anytime soon.
Sensible.
Seriously,
I think they're blind because they don't need eyes.
You know, I think that shell is the freaking Animal Kingdom's equivalent of steel plate mail armor.
In any case, let's hear what she has to say. I am no longer content to remain in the protective confines of my society. My people think to keep evil at bay by reading signs and portents, performing rituals, and blindly following the words of the Redemptors. But we are no safer from evil than our neighbors, and we are doing nothing to help. I simply can't sit still any longer. Nice sentiment.
You know, before you continue, I cannot help but say 2 things here. One part of me wants to say, thank you, I am very happy you finally got off your throne and started to help us. And another part of me just wants to say, it was about damn time.
Yeah, we are here on a diplomatic mission. When we arrived, we heard rumors of a plague, but I had no idea. This poor child, I had to kill her parents right in front of her to keep them from eating her alive. It breaks my heart to see all these people suffering, and I wonder, can we Cursics afford to simply stand by and watch? Is this what the gods would want us to do? Even if the plague never reaches Cursic lands, do we not have a duty to help? For generations we have lived protected lives in our stuffy old towers. We don't make a move without months of careful prayer and deliberation. Well, personally, I'm sick of it! The time for careful deliberation is past. Of course I'll help you. Meet me outside the city gates.
You miss have earned my respect.
Yeah. She's a very respectable lady. Alright, now we just need to get through the rest of the district.
I get the feeling her father's going to have a stroke the time he hears that his daughter's out there in the dirty, filthy streets. And he's sitting there on his puffy armchair.
Possibly. Now we can't go this way down, I notice, and there's no way further from here, so this is not the right way. This is just a viewpoint, apparently.
Not just a viewpoint, this is sort of saying if you go down there by any means you're going to be eaten straight up.
Let's see, what other options do we... Ah! We can go down that way.
By the way, those parents that she killed, might that be the 2 Canthian guards lying dead there?
Possibly. I mean, that's probably likely, since there's...
Yeah, but somehow it does not really make sense, but I can tell you about that after we get through these guys. Death to the Necromancer! Only I may stand.
Alright, why does it not make sense?
Okay, because I remember long back when I, well, saw one of those guards up at the place that we thought to be the Emperor's Palace, rather I think it was. He said that when you are a Canthian guard, at the time of your initiation, you are sworn to forsake all other things in life than to protect the Emperor.
Are you sure that wasn't the elite guard or something like that?
No, because the guy here was wearing the basic Canthian armor, not the dragon gear that you see the Emperor's guards have. So maybe he fell in love on the sideline and it sort of, you know, resulted in love and a daughter, and then it turns out that, yeah, the wife, yeah, I get the feeling she was the one to die last.
Yeah.
speaking of it as, you know, I hear that mothers are very protective of their children, so they are sort of like, you know, lions when it comes to...
Some are.
Oh. Yeah. Elementalist, ritualist, because you know you love them so much.
Alright, let's see if we can bomb the Elementalist to hell and back. Alright, let's do this.
You know that is not a good idea, Cobra. Sending them to hell? Fine, but not back, please. There.
Alright, go for the monk! Alright, and now for the ritualist.
Yeah, I will try. Hope you could use that sword I cast.
Alright, they got another Elementalist. Focus on that one, please.
Well, he is a ritualist, but yeah. I'm trying to kill the ritualist. Wayfarer's Mark. Give me a moment, I'm going to have to look into this. There's something weird here.
Ah, you also got one.
Wayfarer's Mark, a token found during the Wayfarer's Review. Trade it to collectors in town for a reward.
It's one of those holiday things. Those usually happens without ever paying attention. It's always like, hey, wait, there's a festival now? A major holiday? Why?
You know, I have